Episode 111, the Ruck Infringement Podcast is back again. Joey the Prophet, Luke the Stats Man, Harry the International Cricket Sensation, and Ryan the Dongle, all representing 5-game round and a twist in the tail. Most tipsters hope set to fail, upsets drop like thunder and dust, and by full time half the tipsters went bust. You went bust, it was rough no doubt. 5 wild games turned the whole round out. Dolphins, Eels, Knights made a fuss. Roosters and Raiders all left you in the dust. No origin excuse, no mystery illness news, just tip after tip that you were bound to lose. So if you got more than 2, good on you, robust. But the rest of you legends, yeah, you went bust.
Legends, welcome back to another episode of the Ruck Infringement Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Joey, and this is episode 111, Bust. Joining me today, the boys are all here, all 4 of us again. The man to my left, rocking a fantastic Sydney Roosters robe. Mate, you look amazing. Ryan the Dongle, how are you?
Good, mate. I feel like this is what Hugh Hefner would feel like, yeah, if he was gay, I guess.
No, mate, no one's ever seen you and Hugh Hefner in the same room. Maybe they're the same person.
You never have, yeah. Actually, he went pretty bad towards the end, so maybe I won't be, yeah.
Jeez, we can't even get through the intros here. Well, welcome, mate. It's great to have you. Of course, the man in the middle, the international cricket sensation, Harrison Smith, a bit downtrodden today. How are you, mate?
Look, before I say anything, I just want to start with one thing. Fuck the Knights.
That's my line.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking it from you this week. But yeah, fuck the Knights. No, I'm all right, mate. Had a lot to drink to drown my sorrows, but yeah, it was some pretty good games of footy. I really wish the Roosters didn't win, but you can't have everything.
You can't, mate. You can't. It was a fantastic week. And, of course, the stats man, Luke Phillips. How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, I just want to start off by saying, fuck the Roosters. Just because I hate Joey.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm on death row this weekend, eh?
Yeah.
I'm on death row this weekend, eh? I've been crook as, but no, it was average weekend of footy. I missed all of Saturday. I was sleeping. No joke. So, can't really comment on those games. But other than that, the footy I watched was pretty bored with it, to be honest.
Yeah, only 5 games. Wasn't too exciting. Majority of people who tipped in the world last week got 0. It was a pretty crazy week for a lot of people.
Yep.
0. You got a duck egg, mate?
Big fat duck egg.
Big fat duck egg. Luke as well. Heading into Origin, of course, you know. Still a chance, boys. Still a chance to get 1.
Get the 1.
1 from 6.
One will do.
Harry, you got 1?
Yeah, due to the fact of me being a dumb fuck and not submitting my tips, I got the away team on the Thursday game.
Wow, well done, mate. Well done. Do you know if you hadn't have tipped this week, you would have got 3 out of 5. 3 away teams won.
Fuck, I may as well just do that from now on.
Yeah, just don't tip at all. And of course, I got 2. So, Dongle, you're a liability as well, mate. Wearing the liability. Wow. Yeah. You've copped it tonight. Anyway, we're going to hand it over to Luke for the stat deck.
Jesus Christ. Who invited this guy? Alrighty, round 12, the big difference. It was, of course, the Dolphins absolutely butt-munching the Doggies.
Oh, yeah.
Taking them... Still, they've maintained their first place spot.
Oh, yeah.
But it was very abysmal football from the Dogs. The Dogs scoring 8 points, Dolphins 44. The Dogs had 1 try, 1 from 1 conversion with 1 penalty goal. They had 45% possession with 16 errors and 4 ruck infringements. Dolphins, 7 tries, 7 from 7 goals and a penalty goal. 55% possession with 9 errors and 2 ruck infringements. Josh Curran, 60 tackles. Both Connor Tracy and Blake Wilson, 14 runs each. Bronson Sherry had 125 running metres. And Matt Burton, 354 kicking metres. The man of the game, Kurt Donahue. That's his first name, isn't it? Kurt, yeah?
Kurt.
Kurt Donahue, 39 tackles. Max Feguy had 17 runs, Francis Molo 146 running meters, and Isaiah Katoa 489 kicking meters. Kurt Donahue in this game, if you are unaware, in his first or second run, broke his nose.
Yeah.
Went off. The trainers put it back in place. He come back and played an extra 30, 40 minutes of the game and scored the last try of the game.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
well done to him. That just goes to show, how committed he is to his team.
Also,
And-
Herbie before the game. Herbie was in hospital before the game.
Oh, there you go.
And he rushed out of hospital literally 30 minutes before the game and came and played.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
if you busted your nose, your team's up, take off 6 points. Your team's up 30 points.
Yeah.
You're not needed. And he goes, fuck this, I'm going to go score a try. So, well done to Kurt. That was just insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
But pretty piss poor effort from the Dogs this week. They weren't that undermanned, but really just goes to show how much of an impact Crichton is to that team. They had no Crichton and no King.
No Kurt Mann as well because he got
And Kurt
named
Mann.
18th, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mann, Crichton, King.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, jumping over to the largest jump. Thank you. Was unfortunately Harry's team going from 13th spot on the ladder to 17th.
Fuck yeah. She flipped the ladder.
Yeah, look, you're winning the race from the lower end.
That's
They're
right.
always on the top. Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what,
You've
Harry?
always got to be competing for something, don't you? Whether it's premierships or wooden spoons.
That's exactly right. And at the end of the
Competitive
season, you can join me in the kitchen and we can make some spaghetti. Well, because you'll have a wooden spoon too. If you keep it going.
Oh.
Panthers losing by 19 points to the Knights, 25-6.
Oh.
Are you very impressed? Are you impressed with me, Harry? I got that math right too. Panthers had one try, kicked one from home goals. They had 46% possession with 10 errors and 3 ruck infringements. Knights, 4 tries, 4 from 4 goals, 1 field goal, just to rub a bit salt into the wound. 54% possession with 8 errors and 1 ruck infringement. Lindsay Smith, 46 tackles. Casey McLean, 194 running meters. Dane Laurie, 19 runs. And Brad Schneider, 553 kicking meters. The most of the weekend, I believe, but
Wow.
I haven't checked the Eels game.
We'll believe that. We'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's pretty up there. For the Knights, Phoenix Crosland, 48 tackles. Fletcher Sharp, 272 running meters. Both Fletcher Sharp and Dane Gagai, 20 runs apiece. And Jack Cogger, 316 running meters. Kicking meters, sorry, my bad. Can't read, I'm dyslexic. But anyway, what annoyed me about this game was Penrith win the second half 6 points to 1. Like, what did the Knights just forget to come out the second half?
Yeah.
Like, where were they? They put 24 points on, lead 24-0 at halftime. You're thinking they're going to blow this out of the park 40-6, even come close to cracking 50. 1 point in the second half, 40 minutes, and they score a point.
You know what annoyed me about this game is beforehand, shout out to the mole, Tony Adams. He said that Dylan Lucas was out. Now, I'm a big NRL fantasy player, as you guys know. I had Dylan Lucas in my team. In fantasy for Origin, for bye week, you only get your starting 13. So I took him out of my starting 13, put him on my bench, but you don't get points for your bench. Scores a fucking hat trick. Plays.
Almost 4.
Shout out to the mole for getting it wrong. He played.
But he knocked it on, so
On your
doesn't
mark.
count.
Still pretty incredible. Second rower, scoring 3 tries.
Yeah, exactly right. So, Harry, do you want to say anything about this game, or do you just want me to move on?
Fuck the Knights.
All right, we'll take it.
Well said. Well said.
Demand a few words.
The game changer, like I said, I got pretty crook on Saturday, so I missed both the Saturday. I only got to see the first half of the Panthers game, and then I passed out. I was that
You didn't miss
crook.
much else afterwards.
That was
That was a great game. You missed a lot.
But I didn't miss much of the second game either, apparently. But the game that I did see, which I did see one defining moment, which is my game changer for the week, and you guys can add to it. But I've given it to the Warriors and the Raiders game. Warriors losing 16-10. The defining moment. I'll read the stats first, and I'll go through it. Warriors 1 try, 1 from 1 conversions with 2 penalty goals. They had 48% possession, 14 errors, and 2 ruck infringements. Raiders 2 tries, 2 from 2 conversions, 2 penalty goals. 52% possession, 10 errors, and 5 ruck infringements. Jackson Ford, 43 tackles. Jackson Ford and Roger, too fast for the Shrek, 18 runs apiece. Jackson Ford, 209 running meters, and Luke Metcalf, 316 kicking meters. Joe Tarpany, 44 tackles. Sebastian Chris, 18 runs. Tamale, 213 running meters, and Fogarty, 438 kicking meters. The defining moment, or the game-changing moment for this, for me, fellas, was the Warriors were on the run. They made a line break. I think it might have been like close to that 10-all mark there. They made a line break. They blitzed through, and Chanel Tavito-Harris was tackled, and it wasn't that late to be called a second effort, but Horsburgh comes over his shoulder supporting the guy who's already wrapped Chanel Harris-Tavita's legs, and he comes over the shoulder, and he is very clear that he actually punches the ball out of Harris-Tavita's hands, and they call it a knock-on, and they don't challenge.
Yeah.
I reckon they would have won that challenge hands down because he was flat on the ground. The ball was tucked under his arms. It wasn't hanging over the side of his body, nothing. So to me, it wasn't a loose carry. I reckon they win that challenge, and they were on the surge. I reckon they go on and score then, and you know what? Could have been a golden point game or something. So for me, that was the game-changing moment. Did anyone have anything else for?
I think they did try to challenge it. I'm pretty sure I heard the ref saying, "No, you're too late. You're too late." I think they might have seen it on the big screen and decided that they couldn't actually challenge it.
This game was
around
pretty
that time.
fiery as well. Joey Tarpany doing the crying.
2025 Pest of the Year.
And apparently Tamale, after the game was done, I don't know if anyone saw it. He was going to the crowd,
right.
which was pretty hectic. Of course, the horse getting a sin bin.
Yep.
Was hoping he was going to cry as well, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Chance Nickel Clock's dad. He was in the sin bin
Yeah,
as
he
well.
also
Yeah.
got too, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Another
crazy.
moment too was they threw everything at him in the kitchen sink. The Warriors there in the first half, they had I don't know how many six again, like ruck infringement restarts. And
That wasn't the game-changing moment for me, but in the first half, very early in the first half, the Raiders let through 5-6 agains on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I thought at the beginning of the year, the ruling was 3 and you sin bin.
And sin
sin
bin,
bins,
yeah, that's
yeah.
what I
And there
thought
was
too.
5. And
Yeah.
then there was a penalty. And then they got the warning for the sin bin.
Yeah.
And then they did it again.
And then there was a late tackle. Then they're like, oh yeah, that's on report.
And then
but
they stopped for
we're not going
lunch.
to penalise for that. And then they went back to the
Then they actually reviewed last year's game and went, no, you're in the bin for that one. But
I think they just fined Ricky Stewart just for the sake of it. Yeah.
so I don't know. And it comes back to that one word. It's my favorite word.
Oh, yeah.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just know the rules
Yeah.
and enforce them.
Play to the rules,
Don't interpret the rules and, oh, this ref thinks this one, this ref thinks that one. No.
Yeah.
That's the rule. It's
all the
black and
grey
white.
areas.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. So, I don't know. That wasn't my game-changing moment, but it could have been. So.
Yeah.
It's pretty over officiated too. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
like it ruined I think like quite
Who's
a
the
good
ref
game.
again?
Yeah. What's his name?
G?
No,
No.
was it a Todd Smith or something? Was that him?
He's the orange hair one.
No, that no.
No, it was Adam G.
Was Adam G, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, it was actually.
Adam
too.
G's usually pretty good too, so I was shocked. He's one of my favourites.
Confirm the penalty count for me, Harry, in that one.
Should be about 100.
So Raiders conceded 10 and Warriors conceded 7.
17 penalties in a game.
Wow. There's a lot.
And I reckon 8 or 9 in the first half. So it was
Wow.
it was pretty big.
It's usually Jared when he just plays a game.
Exactly.
Not there anymore, but you know,
So
17, that's nothing.
17 in 17 minutes, mate.
Yeah.
So that's my game changer for the week.
Lovely.
And lastly, the where were you? It's pretty self-explanatory. The liability's sitting right over there.
Where were you, mate?
I did give the
Crying.
crown up last week to Joey, and Joey's given it up to the dongle over here.
Yes.
So, fuck the Roosters. They scored 42 points, and the Sharks scored 16. Fuck the Roosters. They got 7 tries, kicked 6 from 7 conversions with 1 penalty goal. Surprisingly, 50% possession, both teams. I was very shocked when reading that one. They had 13 errors and 2 ruck infringements for the Sharks. 3 tries, 2 from 3 conversions, 50% possession, 11 errors, and 1 ruck infringement. Siwa Wong, 36 tackles. Dom Young, 19 runs. James Tedesco, 195 running meters. And Hugo Savala, 276 kicking meters for the Sharks. Brayley, 40 tackles. KL. Did I say
That's his name now. Yeah, KL.
He's changed it to
KL.
KL.
Yeah.
KL Ero, 22 running meters. KL Ero, 189 running meters. And Braden Trindle, 313 kicking meters. Dongle, I'll open it up to you, mate, being the liability.
Thanks.
You wanna comment about your game this week?
What happened?
Yeah. Well, we spoke a bit about it last night. Yeah,
but I wasn't there for that one. So.
Yeah, very typical of the Sharks. You know, we do Melbourne in the week before, and then we come out against the team that we're supposed to flog, and they do what Cronulla Sharks do best, and just wait for someone else to do it all for them. Yeah, so it was just a hard watch.
All right.
Admittedly, I did turn it off a bit early.
Okay. And Joey, I'm not going to ask you because fuck the Roosters. Nah, Joey, come on.
Look, I just think it's been the tail.
web.
It's been the tail of our season though. Like that game against Penrith, we were $11, we won. Broncos were $5.50, we won. Like I think this year there's been no real expectations on us because everyone's expected us to be down the bottom. So when we've taken on those teams, we matched the Bulldogs last week, lost by a try, and that's what I said after that game. When Robbo was really disappointed with that, I knew we'd be matching the Sharks. I knew we were going to be missing a few and it was going to be tough. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened. Like I did not expect 28 points in this game. I thought if we'd win, it'd be 1 or 2 points. But one thing I will say, shout out to VAR scoring in his second touch, 45 seconds into the game. Huge off the bench, big front rower, and then misses the ball on kickoff, and Sharks get it back.
Yeah, right.
He's a dynamo and a done.
There
Exactly.
we go.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you our sponsors.
Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Joey, Ruck and Fringe Podcast, one of our major sponsors here at Print Creative Solutions. This is Aaron. He is the general manager of Print. Tell us a little bit about Print.
Print's been going for over 20 years now. I've been in the printing industry. I'm a compositor by trade, working with some agencies and design groups, and then started up offering print services as well, and Print was created from that. We've been in this Penrith office here on Henry Street for about over 15 years now, and mixing with the community has been great.
We love it. Of course, you're a mad Penrith man. You love the
Absolutely.
rugby league, which we love as well. But Print, don't forget you can check them out Facebook, Instagram as well, and of course on their website. So check them out. Local business in Penrith. If you are in the Penrith area, pop down, say g'day. The team's wonderful, and they've got all your creative solutions and designs sorted.
Thank you once again to our sponsors.
And then just the game that isn't in the stats segment this week, but the Eels getting it done over Manly, 30-10. Eels, I thought, were so severely undermanned compared to Manly.
Yep.
They could have been the Where Were You team this week, but it was just it was. Well, I'm trying to even. I can't even think of the word.
There's a word.
He's speechless. He's just speechless.
They were
It's literally just.
Yeah, shit's a good word.
It was. Yeah, shit. It was inquisitive. That's the word I'm going with this week. Inquisitive. Of,
You learn a lot on this podcast.
Maybe informative.
no, well, what did it inform me? Manly are just shit.
yeah.
Well, the Eels are shit too, but like they won. So
No Momax and they get it done.
they were
Crazy.
less shit. So.
Yeah.
That's it from me this week.
Mate, fantastic as
Wait-
always.
Wait till Origin next week.
Oh, cannot wait.
I think I might need an hour just to myself.
We love it.
That's something up.
Beautiful. All right, well, that is the stat deck. It was round 12 stats. All right, we're going to jump into a bit of, he's been doing it all game, so suspension segment. Not much we know at the moment because obviously judiciary will be tomorrow, time of recording. A lot
I
of
do
sin
know,
bins as we
yeah.
spoke about the Raiders-Warriors game.
Yeah.
So Liam Henry,
Mulatalo,
that was
I
a
believe,
one-match
took his
ban.
one match as well.
Yeah, one match for Mulatalo just for running his mouth.
Yep.
And then the tackle as well.
1-2, Tom Starling. Grade 2.
Oh, there you go,
First
yep.
defence, yeah.
Yep,
1 to 2
Starling,
matches.
1 to 2. Anything
else we
else
got?
there? Just all fines, really.
Fines.
Fines. absolutely fine.
Yeah, and just Mulatalo and Sterling.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Liam Henry as well. Yeah, we just said that too.
They are the
didn't we?
main
Yeah.
three. And then heading over to niggling, of course, our injury segment. Not really much to talk about injury-wise this week. I think everyone was relatively healthy, which was good to see. We didn't see many players go off. I don't think anyone went off for a HIA this week. I don't remember any HIAs.
I thought Donahue went off for a hate. I
Well,
thought
he came back, though.
Yeah, I thought he classified that as.
But no one going off and having to serve the 11-day stand down policy, which is really good. So pretty healthy this week, which is great, boys. We're going to jump into some dynamos and
hang on.
dungs.
Before you do that,
You got one?
Maroon Centre Hamaso Tabuai Fido did not finish the side's Queensland's Sunday training session, leaving the field early after bumping his knee.
Hammer's playing centre.
And
Where you meant to be?
is he playing centre?
I think so.
Well, over to the Blues, Stephen Crichton suffered a corker training today in his quad and was unable to complete the session. The Blues insist he is in no danger. He is in no doubt for the Origin opener.
I heard Matt Burton was brought into camp as well for cover. They've also got Campbell Graham at 18th man.
They
So
also got Adam Dewey. as
Dewey
well.
flew up. Dewey flew up as well, didn't he? Yeah.
Bring in Dewey.
it's Dewey.
Two-way.
That's how he says it.
It's actually Dewey.
Papali. So that's some Origin news. Of course, the mystery virus will be hitting any day now in Queensland
It's coming.
camp, and the players won't be able to play.
How many matches did you say Liam Henry got?
Is
Two.
it one or two?
He
Two?
had two.
Yeah.
Two.
Confirmed for two.
Yeah, there you
For
go.
his grade 2 crusher tackle.
Yeah, it wasn't much in that, but
Well, and that brings me to so he gets a crusher tackle.
yeah,
Yeah, it was a crusher. I didn't think it was much in it, but it was a crusher tackle.
yeah,
Same thing happened in the Raiders. On report, stays on the field.
yeah. It's just crazy, isn't it?
Consistency.
Anyway, we could talk all night about consistency, but let's
Let's do it.
let's jump into a bit of dynamos and dungs for round 12. Dongle, do you want to start us off? Who was your dynamo and dung?
Yeah, I spoke about him as well last night. Dean Hawkins for
Parramatta.
Massive shoes to fill with Moses, and took it to him easy. And I also mentioned too Dylan Lucas as well.
Oh yeah, it was
from
huge.
the mighty 90s. Yeah, shout out to the Knights. Love the Knights. Always have backed them. So
That's not what he said. That's not what he said off camera.
fuck the Knights. And my dungs is just Manly. Manly as a whole. Manly is a whole.
Doesn't want to do his own team
And Cronulla.
at full strength.
Yeah, full strength.
Oh,
We didn't
love
have
it,
Stone
mate.
Street.
Oh, we didn't have Katoa and Stone Street.
Let him jump over us
Oh no!
all night.
We'll throw it over to the international cricket sensation, mate. Who was your dynamo and dung for round 12?
My dynamo again. Fuck the Knights. I've gone Dylan Lucas. Like you said before, second row scoring 3 tries.
Oh,
Could
incredible.
have been 4 if he knew how to hold the ball, but
Well, he held it 3 times, but yeah.
fuck off. Dylan Lucas, he played really well against us. Not much more I can say about him without me getting too angry. In terms of dungs, I'm just gonna bite the fucking bullet. Panthers, we were very undermanned with our Origin boys out, but we still had that some experienced players in there.
Yeah.
I think the one shining light out of that game was Harrison Hassett
Asset, yep.
scoring on debut, which was very good to see in front of his friends and family. But yeah, my dung this week is just a Penrith outfit.
Yeah, fair enough. Lukey, dynamo and dung.
Didn't watch the game, but just because I want to say it again, fuck the Roosters. Dynamo this week will be the Roosters. Just because actually no, fuck them. The Dolphins. The Dolphins for me. They were just it. They were just it this week. They absolutely flogged the top team. I don't think anyone picked the Dolphins. None of us did anyway.
Yep.
Like no one gave them a
intentionally.
Multi straight
No,
out the
no,
window.
no,
wait,
not
not
in-
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
None of you picked the Roosters either.
No, not intentionally, Harry. Yes.
No, I never will.
Burton goes off with a boot to the jaw or something. But
Yeah.
he comes back on the field, and they just if they won in a close game, everyone could be like, "Yep, Dogs had no Crichton, no King, no Man," but the Dogs still had a pretty heavy squad on the field there, and to score 1 try, like that's a bit sad. So yeah, I think that's the Dolphins for me. My dung, I'm actually going to go with a winning squad, but it's the Knights. 24 points in a half, and then to score 1 point.
You guys hate the Knights, eh? Fuck them. Shout out to Blakey.
Hang on, Harry. What's the saying?
Fuck the Knights.
Yeah, it honestly baffles me. Like, 24 points in a half, and then you score 1 point in 40 minutes.
That's a first for me.
It's honestly, yeah. So I'm cutthroat.
That's good. I like it.
I don't.
Can I change mine?
No,
Fuck the Knights.
the Knights. My Dynamo's the Knights. My Dung is the Knights.
Yeah. So from a winning team's perspective, to
Yeah.
lose the second half 6-1, and you scored 24 points in the first half, it's pretty fucking sad. Just saying. So
They had it. They had it won.
yeah, but they didn't like. Why did
Because
they
Penrith
actually?
were that bad.
Did they actually? Did Jack Cogger go? I don't want to lose this second half to 0.
But how often
We'll
do we
take
see
one.
it? But how often do we see it? Like where a team dominates first half and in second half they take their foot off the accelerator and the other team starts to come back. But Penrith couldn't.
Nearly every single time though, they score 1 or 2
Oh,
tries.
yeah.
Maybe
I know, 1 point is
1
strange.
point is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly,
I guess it was just to get a point on the board. I don't know.
what you've been saying all year, Adam Bryan sacked. Yeah, just Adam O'Brien sacked because they could only score 1 point in 40 minutes.
You say that it's very rare. The Bulldogs did it to the Raiders like 2 weeks back. Titans did it as well.
Yeah.
A few weeks back as well. Like it's not.
But the game still ended like 30-20.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah. It wasn't like
Not
one. Yeah, like
25
they didn't
to
take 1 point in the second half. Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
still, hey, 1 point's better than no points. All right.
100%. Better than 6 points. Too.
Says the team that got no points this week. Just saying.
Anyway, my
Listen here, you little fuck.
my dynamo for this week. There's a few. It's really hard to choose. I'm actually going. No. I'm not. I'm actually
Sydney.
not. I'm actually going from the Warriors. It's actually Jackson Ford. Jackson Ford this week. I thought he was really, really good in the front row. Jackson Ford's been a player. He came through St. George and he was touted as a really good player, but he had so many errors in his game. And if he just holds the ball, as we saw on Sunday night, he's such a good player. 200 and something meters in the front row is hectic. 209, I think it was. Yeah.
In those conditions too. But
Exactly.
yeah, that was massive. For
And
him.
40 odd tackles, none missed or something. But yeah, it's crazy. So he'd be my dynamo this week. Dung, look, there's a lot to pick from. I'm going Sharks mainly because you're at full strength.
Fair.
That's
Yeah,
the only reason.
that's
Full
very
strength.
fair.
Roosters 5 Origin players out. Sharks at full strength. You beat Melbourne the week before at full strength as well. I don't know. I don't know if they became complacent. I don't know what it was, but
Like the Knights.
yeah, like the Knights. Yeah, fuck the Knights. So yes. So I'll
What'd
go.
you do at half time? Did you just go in there and say, listen, guys, I've got a bet on.
Yeah.
You have to win.
Yeah, I did. I said I want Dongle to wear a robe this week, so you pull your finger out and lose for me.
Is that
And
that
they
grub
did.
from the Leeds Club?
Well done, Blakey.
Anyway, that is it for Dynamos and Dungs. Jumping into our next segment, I think we're actually heading over to the live ladder. Of course, first place, as we spoke about before, still the Dogs, just hanging in there on 20 points. Canberra, 18. Warriors on 18 as well. Melbourne finished the top
They were
4
more
on
like,
16.
Woof, woof this week, Harry.
More like meow, sounding like cats. Cronulla 5th on 14, South Sydney 6 on 14, North Queensland 13, and to round out the top 8 is Brisbane on 12 points thanks to the bye. 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th is Manly, St George Illawarra, the Roosters and the Tigers all on 12 points as well. And then 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th is the Dolphins, Newcastle, Parramatta and the Titans all on 10 points.
Oh,
And
my
then
phone
at
doesn't scroll that
17th
far. I got to keep scrolling.
is at 17th. No, there's nothing else.
Oh.
At 17th is the Penrith Panthers on a lowly 9 points.
Single digits.
Single digits. And they play the arch enemy this week in Parramatta.
That's my fucking squad.
We love it, mate. Anyway, I think we're going to head over to you now for the Harry M's.
Oh, the old Harry M's. The shit show of the year.
If you give any Penrith players any points, it's
No,
done.
he gave me a sneak peek on the ride over. Harry and I carpooled this week.
Oh, good.
3 was Dylan Lucas, 2 was Dylan Lucas, and 1 was Jack Cogger for his field goal.
But fuck the Knights.
Anyway,
Dungs.
anyway, my 3 for this week. Fuck the Knights. Dylan Lucas. Again, 3 tries. Not talking anymore about that prick. My 2. It fucking pains me to say this as well. James Tedesco. I think he played really well in your game.
What about that
this week.
flick pass to Savala?
The flick pass, yes. I didn't see it, but yes.
That was good.
But yeah, I think he played really well. And I was actually speaking with Shawnee. He said that let's just hope that Edwards plays the game of his life in Origin because there's very high chances that he gets dropped if he doesn't.
That's big from Shawnee.
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't like Penrith much, so he equally hates the Roosters. But
Yeah, exactly.
Just said it out of spite, did
He's,
he?
he's
Pretty
like, he's
much,
like
yeah.
Edwards needs to watch out because Gufferson's coming for him.
I'm surprised he hasn't fucking said that yet.
Guffo for New South Wales fullback.
Oh, he got those on his way up. He's getting flown up.
And my one this week, I've gone Dean Hawkins for
Nice.
his performance against Manly. 4 try assists. He was just really controlling the park in the absence of Mitchell Moses. And yeah, that rounds out
Perfect.
Harry M's this week. There is a double up in your boy James Tedesco.
Oh, wow. There you go.
He is now 3rd.
It's exciting.
Look at this. This is happening.
It's happening.
It's really happening.
All right. Thank you, Harry. We appreciate it, mate. Harry M's always spectacular. It's better than the Daly M's. Oh, I think they should just can the Daly M's and we'll just keep the Harry M's forever.
Well,
Wait, if it means we can go to like sponsored events.
Yeah, we'll take it to the big stage. All right, we're going to jump into a bit of wild fantasy, Supercoach and NRL fantasy. Of course, as I said before, this week in NRL fantasy, you had to play your starting 13. They were the only ones that got points. So as I moved Dylan Lucas to my bench, thinking he wasn't playing, he scored 84, which was fantastic.
Up the mole.
And in Supercoach, I played him, and he scored 147. Carved up. Fletcher Sharp in my Supercoach got me 131, so that was really good too. Teddy, I think 70 odd. My captain was Herbie Farnsworth. He got 75, so his captain got me 150, and that was playing off the back of being in hospital. So really, really good stuff from him. But yeah, look, moved into 39,000 in rank in Supercoach. So you know, I'm going all right. I'm in the top
Anyways, up.
in the top 39,000. I like to say.
well, I think Supercoach for me this week was absolutely fucked. Like all my players had
the
to
buy
buy.
or Origin,
And
yeah.
so I had to waste 3 trades to get some scoring players. And I still only hit 500.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I got 1,064 this week. So yeah, I was able to do a couple of trades which kept me in, but I've been doing pretty well with keeping players I knew. I was planning for the buy round. So yeah, so we're playing that pretty well. But don't forget, if you are in our Supercoach or NRL Fantasy Comp, shout out to SC Rings. They are the sponsor of our prize. For winning that, you get a nice fantasy championship ring. It says 2025 champion on it for NRL Fantasy and one for Supercoach as well. So check them out, SC Rings.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you our sponsors.
League Lids are an international company selling retro corduroy sports hats to make you the envy of all your friends. Head over to League Lids and check out their array of hats today and use our discount code RUCK10 for 10% off. Wanting to go to a game but having nothing to show of your favourite player? Well, now with Sports Heads, you can bring your favourite player alongside with you. With an array of core flute cutouts, Sports Heads have all your favourite players from every team covered. Custom designs are also available. Visit Sports Heads on their socials or at their website today and use the code RUCK10 for 10% off now.
Thank you once again to our sponsors.
All right, boys, we're going to head into the Profits preview, Origin and round 13. Can you believe we're halfway through the season, boys? Crazy.
Sad,
Let's
isn't it?
chat Origin first. Of course, time of recording on Wednesday night. It's Monday at the moment, so a couple of nights' time. Boys, New South Wales versus Queensland. New South Wales are favourites at the moment. $1.40 odd I saw yesterday. Queensland into about, I think it was $2.80, something like that. What are they?
round down
$2.20,
now,
sorry. Yep,
$2.26, yeah.
$1.65 for New South Wales. In Queensland, that does surprise me very much. I thought Queensland would firm in the favourites in Queensland, but apparently not. So, Dongle, we'll start off with you. Who wins? And give us a margin and a couple of try scorers.
I like New South Wales, obviously. Going to go the Blues there. A tight game, though. Yeah, like I do think it'll be really, really tight. I think it'll go down to the last 5 or so minutes before it gets decided. I do like Latrell. I think Latrell's going to have a massive game. I do believe he's due for quite a big showing here for New South Wales. So I'm going to definitely go Trell to get over the line. And I'm also going to Moses as well. I think he'll get over too. Yeah, I think
nice.
he'll have a point to prove and try and sort of assert himself. Not assert himself over Nathan Cleary there, but I think he'll definitely won't want to take the back seat here. So yeah, we'll go
Scored
those two
one
guys.
last year, so definitely on there.
Done well last year.
Harry, who wins?
I'm going New South Wales, obviously. Like the Dongle, I got it in a close game. I got us winning by 6. In terms of try scorers, I like Latrell, so I'm going to go with Latrell as well.
Yeah.
And instead of Moses, I'm actually going to go Cleary to score.
Very nice.
He has scored in Origin a few times before, and I reckon he'll want to, take his stamp on this game and prove why he got picked at 7.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Cleary and Latrell for me.
Yes,
Luke,
as well,
who
doesn't he?
wins?
Bit of shit chat around him, like not really dominating yet at Origin. So I think he needs to.
He needs
this
to.
year, doesn't he?
Definitely
Yeah.
needs to. You're gonna lose. We love the Wiggles.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic song. We should reach out to Anthony and get him on.
You should do.
So we know who you're going for. What's the margin?
So Queensland to win.
He's actually got the mighty duck.
All right. I think it's pretty obvious. We're going the Blues. We're going the Blues by 12.
Oh, nice.
We're going with a big one. We're going with the big one. We're going with To'o for a double.
Yep, nice.
We're going with Mitchy Barnett.
Oh,
Cross the line.
love it.
And from the Frogtown, the Giraffe, DCE, I reckon he sneaks over. I reckon he's cheeky.
Intercept try. He likes a good intercept.
He does, but I'm thinking a grubber, bounce off the post, slide in.
Yeah, bounce off Edwards' hands, straight back into Cherry Evans' hands, and he scores.
Well, at least Edwards would get hands to it. If it was Tedesco, it'd bounce off his foot, head, mouth, everything else,
Yeah.
and then go into Terry Evans' hands.
True,
Waste the
true, you're
captain's
right.
challenge.
That's why he's in better form. But anyway, continue.
Because he'd be crying to the ref before the ball got to him
Yeah,
first.
that's right.
So, yeah, nah, Blues for me.
Edwards is good this year.
What are you? Oh, are you chucking a multi on already?
He's ready.
Your odds for your multi.
Oh, you reckon?
He's going up. No, we love it,
I'm
mate.
not fucking chucking it
Oh,
on.
what are the odds?
276.
Oh, yeah, chuck it on dollar.
Jump on that. 276. Beautiful. Boys, New South Wales for me, of course. I think they get it done. I'm going New South Wales 13 plus. I do not like this Queensland team at all. Going New South Wales 13 plus. Try scorers, I'm going to go Angus Crichton. I'm going to go Latrell Mitchell as well. And I really like Dylan Edwards for a try. I think he'll get over the stripe. So I'll back them 3, and I'm not backing any Queenslanders. If I had to, Rob Toyer. But that's about it. So that's it for Origin. Let's jump into round 13 now.
Right.
Why not Lindsay Collins?
Well, hey, never know. He scored the week before. We'll start off with Friday night footy. St George Illawarra.
Because women's origins on Thursday
Oh yes,
as well.
Thursday. That's right. The last game. Can the Blues do 3-0?
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Whitewash.
Yep. Kennedy Sheringham to score.
Yeah, I saw the other day between the men and the women, a whitewash hasn't been done since 2002 or 2000.
Yeah.
Something like that. 20 odd years. So hopefully they can get one. It'd be great.
Let's do it. Go
Beautiful.
girls.
All right, let's jump into Friday night footy. We've got the St George Illawarra Dragons against Newcastle Knights. Jubilee Stadium. Now, a couple of weeks ago, if you had have asked me about this game, I probably would have said Dragons will win this easy.
Yep.
After last week, I don't know. So let's start off with you, Harry. Who have you got to win this game?
Fuck the Knights. I've gone the Dragons.
Nuts.
Waiting for that.
I'm going with Shawnee's team this week. Yeah, Dragons 13 plus. Turns to try scorers. Ooh. Gutho for a double.
Are we assuming Origin stars are back? We reckon
No.
Ponga backs up?
Nah.
No.
So Gutho for a double and ooh. I'm gonna go Jack Cogger.
Oh, wow.
to get
Okay.
over.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Luke?
Yeah, it's the Dragons for me. I reckon. And I reckon the Dragons get it done convincingly.
Yep.
They get it done convincingly on the basis that Ponga doesn't back up. If he does back up, they get it done convincingly. I reckon the Dragons, and I reckon the Dragons by 10. I reckon the Dragons by 10.
Yeah, very nice.
Try scorer. I reckon Tyrrell Sloan to go over. Tyrrell Sloan for a single. I reckon.
Yeah, good shout.
Sure, yeah.
Dongle.
Look, I've just seen the odds. Yeah, $1.50 for the Dragons and $2.60 for Newcastle. Fuck the Knights.
Yeah.
I'm going Newcastle.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm tipping the Knights. Caleb Ponga to not back up. Fletcher Sharp to get over from fullback.
Well, you know what? I'm dipping the Knights too. I think after last week, I think they can win this game. Fletcher Sharp was electrifying at fullback, and the big question on everyone's lips: if Ponga comes back, I mean, the form Ponga's been in, does Fletcher Sharp keep his spot? Do they try Ponga at 5'8" again? Keep Sharp at fullback. He was so good there.
I think Sharp should stay fullback. Like he's been playing a lot better
Yeah.
than Ponga, even when he's not at fullback. When he's been playing in the halves, he's still outperforming Ponga.
And this is what makes me think that Ponga is leaving. He just doesn't look like he wants to be there at the moment. And I think if they've got Dylan Brown coming over next year, they they want to have a place for Sharp. I think if they have Sharp at fullback, you move Brown to 7, and whoever you play, Cogger or Gamble at 6. I think that's a good spine.
Yeah.
Very good spine.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think Ponga just looks like he's done. But yeah, I'm going to back the Knights and tight one. Knights by 2. A couple of try scorers. Got to go Sharp. I'll go Dylan Lucas as well, and I'll chuck.
Is he actually going to play this week though?
Yeah, well, hopefully, hopefully, play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he's
Mole says
ghost.
he's out,
He's
he's on.
ghost. And Moses Sully to score as well. So they're my try scorers. Let's jump into our second game. It is a first Saturday game. The Gold Coast Titans against the Melbourne Storm. Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Are we assuming Storm are backing up from this one? Storm players? Harry Grant, Munster, Coates.
No.
Saturday, probably Saturday.
3:00. Yeah, you think it's more than enough time.
They might not because no discredit to the Titans, but Bellamy probably says you probably win this anyway. Titans won't have Fodawaker or Tino if they don't back up as well.
Yeah.
But
I bet you that's what Manly said last week playing the Eels.
that's probably what the Sharks said too.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's throw to the dongle first, mate. Who you got?
I like Melbourne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether they're like Munster and everyone Munster and co play or not, I think Melbourne get it done. They their last outing was against the Sharks. They obviously came away sad losers there, but I think Melbourne don't lose 2 in a row too often. So not including the bye obviously, but yeah, I think Melbourne get it done. Probably not as convincingly. 382 for Gold Coast. Like they played pretty well
Juicy.
in their last few
It's
games,
juicy.
haven't they? So
Yeah.
I don't think they're totally out of it just yet, but yeah, I'll definitely go Melbourne. In a relatively tight one, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Statsman, who you got?
Melbourne, easily.
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah, if the boys back up, it sounds weird to say if the Queenslanders back up for Melbourne.
Yeah.
Logically, okay. Yeah, no, if they back up, I reckon they do it very easily.
Yeah.
In terms of try scorers, and this is if they back up, I'll go Grant, Coates, and I'll chuck in Tino as well.
Yeah, nice.
I definitely see if Melbourne don't back up their players, I definitely see Tino back up though, because the Titans need it.
I think Fodawaker will too. Yeah.
And Fodawaker, yeah. So Fodawaker, what a wanker.
Shout out to Mo.
Big Mo.
His address.
Mo, I live on Hillview Avenue.
Can we bleep that part?
Hillview Avenue in Queensland. Come find me. Yeah, Melbourne for me.
Love it, mate. Harry.
Yeah, it's Melbourne for me. If the Origin boys don't back up for Melbourne, I got Melbourne winning by 30. If they do back up, I got Melbourne winning by 40. Terms and try
That was
scorers.
funny.
Thank you. I reckon Pappenhausen gets over for a double.
Ooh.
Grant Anderson gets over for a double.
Ooh.
And Philip Sami
For one.
for one.
For 5.
For one.
For 5.
For 5.
Yeah.
I heard him. He said 5.
For one.
Yeah, beautiful.
Uno.
I'm going Melbourne too. Can't go past them. Whether they back up or not, I think they still get it done. They've got enough cover to. Wishart will go into 6 if Munster doesn't play. Bronson Garlick into 9 if Grant doesn't play. So I think they've still got enough cover to beat the Titans. I'll go Pappenhausen for a hat trick. I think against this Titans outfit, that is very dangerous. I'll go Jaden Campbell for a try as well from the Titans. I think he can get himself over. Jump into the next game. We've got the Cowboys and the West Tigers.
Where at?
Favourite stadium, Queensland Country Bank Arena. Let's start off with the stats, man, actually. Mate, who's going to win this game and why is it the Cowboys?
Alrighty. Let's see. Fuck the Roosters. It's Tigers for me. Look, fresh off a bye.
Yeah.
We've had no one in Origin, which is great for us. So we've got the extra week of
Just
training.
Duahi.
Oh yeah, but he's training. He's training still.
Yeah.
So no, we've got the fresh legs. We won't have to worry about Luai sitting out or anything like that. All right, yeah, I reckon the Tigers get it done, and especially after our last game heading into the bye. Which was the Melbourne
Bunnies.
game.
Bunnies.
Oh no, the Bunnies game actually.
Yeah.
you saved yourself there, mate.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Phillips Bolt cap.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck the rabbits. I
agree.
Yeah, no, I reckon it's Tigers for me. In terms of try scorers, we're gonna go Who's actually who's facing up against Bateman? Who's on Bateman's side?
Finu? Finu?
I'm going Finu
Yeah,
to
it'd be
run over
Finu
him.
or safe half anyway.
Well, either one of them.
Yeah.
Run over him and score a try.
Yeah, nice.
So let's put both those in. Finu and safe half.
and
We'll go-
Johnny to score a try.
Nah, fuck Johnny. I'm going Buller. I've been liking what I think he's just this year has just been a little quiet. I'm waiting for him to just explode this year.
Yep.
Got to chuck Taruva in there. Fresh off the bye as well.
For sure.
Those boys will be pretty annoyed with the last game that we had. That they gave it a hard crack in terms of North Queensland. At Country Bank Stadium. I think Drinkwater is always a safe pick.
Yep.
For those that are the betting type. But yeah, Tigers get it done for me, and I'm going Tigers 12+.
Beautiful, Harry.
Yeah, I'm jumping on the Tigers as well.
Yeah, wow.
Instead of 12 plus, I'm going 13 plus. In terms of try scorers, I'm going the whole Tigers spine.
I thought you were going to say the whole Tigers team. The whole 1 to 17.
No, the whole
17.
no, the whole Tigers spine. So
Nice.
Buller, Galvin, Luai, Coruscant.
Is Galvin there?
Galvin will be at the Dogs.
So whoever the fuck weighs 6.
Is Finu back? Latu Finu?
No, it says he's still thumb to be confirmed.
Oh, there you go.
They were saying that.
Duehi.
No, they were saying that he should be making an early return.
Oh, nice.
So if he doesn't, I reckon Dewey plays 6.
Yeah.
And not Suga. Oh, what's the center's name? I can't remember. No,
Toa?
he'll be playing
Dewey?
6, you donkey. Yeah,
Tatape?
Fatape will come in and play the centers there.
Yeah,
So-
nice. Like it.
So again, so the spine. So now that you've said Dewey's probably going to play there, not Dewey.
Not the spine.
So three quarters of
Cowboys to win.
3/4 of the spine, and I'll chuck in Taruva.
Nice. Dongle.
I'm torn on this one. It's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the Cowboys were so shit on their last outing, yeah, against was it your lads?
Yeah, well, no, it was a draw. 30 all.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure.
No, they lost to Manly. They lost to Manly.
Yeah.
Lost to
that's right,
Manly,
yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
they only scored 6, I think.
And they scored 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, and they're $1.41 favourites here. West Tigers playing 290s. They're also pretty good odds too.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on Tigers as well, yeah. I'm going to repeat what these boys said. I'm jumping the Tigers too, yeah. It does pay me to say, as I do like, I do think the Cowboys should bounce back, but no, I'm going on the Tigers here. Going on all the ex-Penrith boys to score though. Got Luai, on Taruva, and
Coruscant.
fucking what's his face? Happy, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Love him.
Love it.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you our sponsors.
Have you ever wanted a snack but nothing seems to fill you up? Well, try Gibson Country Style Jerky today. With a variety of flavors, including teriyaki, honey soy and garlic, and pepper steak. Gibson's is the best jerky to satisfy those snack cravings. And now, if you use the code podcast, you'll get 10% off. Check them out on social media today or go to gibsoncountrystylejerky.com.au. Need to trim those hedges? Need to cut that grass but unsure how? Well, visit Koala Mowers today for all your lawn care needs. From mowers to whippersnippers and blowers too, Koala Mowers has you covered from the front yard to the back. Check them out on social media today or head over to Corrine Avenue and view their wide range in store. Koala Mowers, making lawn care easy without the hassle of having the correct qualifications.
Thank you once again to our sponsors.
Boys, I think I have to go to Tigers as well. I don't think Dearden backs up. I don't.
No.
I think if he comes, if he has a big game for Queensland, I don't think he backs up at all. So I'll jump on the Tigers in this one, but in a tight one, I'm going to say Tigers by 2 in this game.
Yeah.
Try scorers, I'm going to back a couple of the North Queensland boys. If Dearden plays, I'll back him for a try. He always gets a try. But I don't mind Reece Robson from dummy half. I think Robson can dash over in this game.
that's a big
Coruscant for a double as well.
I've got Coruscant making Reece Robson his little bitch.
I hope he does and he gets Origin.
And pointing to the camera and saying, Laurie Daly, pick me.
We didn't think of that. It's going to be a big matchup.
Huge, yeah.
It's going to be a
Forgot he was
massive matchup
returning as well, yeah.
Going to be huge. And Terrell May to wear another bag across his chest like he
that
did
was
on the Matty
great,
John
wasn't
show.
it? Yeah.
So beautiful.
Massive, wasn't it?
At least they're not up his nose.
Yeah. Well, not this time anyway. Let's jump
That's a
into our
racist
next
cycle.
game. It's the Manly Sea Eagles against the Brisbane Broncos, Four Pines Park. I'm assuming Cherry Evans will be back for this one. Tommy Turbo apparently has been nursing a cork. and that's why he's looked how he's looked. But he's always injured.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
shock.
It's
Him
just
being injured.
nothing different for Turbo, is it?
Where did they say the cork was?
In his groin.
In his groin?
Yes.
Oh,
What
thought it
is
was
that?
up his
No,
ass.
I don't know. Dongle, start off with you. Who you got?
I've got me $1 to fall asleep. What a shit game this is going to be. Come on, man. How do you pick? I'm going to pick. You got a coin?
Not on me, no.
Let's go Manly.
Manly?
Actually, hang on here. I've got Reece Walsh due back round 13.
Oh,
That's big.
that's this week.
Yeah, that is this week. Yeah, so I'm still going to go Manly. Just because. Manly to win 2-0. So
Manly heads, Broncos tails.
All right, let's
Go.
do that.
Fantastic podcasting this. We're going to...
Heads.
Heads!
Manly.
It's Manly.
Manly to win by a penalty goal.
Beautiful.
2-0.
Love it.
No try scorers.
No, Jack Cogger 1-0, mate. All right. Harry, who you got?
Yeah, like Doggle said, this game's going to be absolute shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Manly in a tight one. In terms of try scorers, I reckon Reynolds and... Ooh. Fuck it, Ezra Man.
Oh,
I'm going both.
Wow.
too soon.
His biggest critic just put him on to score a
did.
try.
Did I see today?
I put him to score last game.
Yeah, and
and
you
he
got
scored,
it.
So
He did well. Did Reynolds resign today for another year? Did I read that right?
I don't think he has yet. The
No,
Tigers are looking at him.
No, he's.
he rejected the Tigers.
Oh, well, fair.
So fuck the Roosters.
You got Terrell, mate. You'll be right. Luke, in saying that, who you got in this game?
Well, I like the idea of the coin flip. So
do
I'm
it.
going heads Manly by 4 or tails Manly by 12.
What's he got? Put the mic up.
It landed in the middle.
Tails, it's Manly by 12.
Hey.
Yep, so we're going Manly by 12. We're going, if he backs up DCE for a try. I'm on the DCE train this weekend. I don't know why.
That's it.
Yeah, let's
Just
go.
one try score. Yeah,
let's go
perfect.
DCE.
That's it. Yeah.
Great.
It's not gonna be good watching.
I'm going to back the Bronx. I'm going to back the
Yeah.
Bronx in this. I think Carrigan backs up. I think Haas backs up. I think Cobbo will back up as well. Oh, he wasn't picked, was he? Sorry, Selwyn. Reece Walsh will be back as well. So I'm going to back Broncos to win 1 point field goal.
Wasn't Walsh 13?
No, round 13.
Round 13.
Oh, round
Which is this week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna back Walsh in to score a try. I'm gonna go Broncos by a field goal. Broncos to win by 1. Adam Reynolds to kick it. Reece Walsh to score and Jesse Arthurs to score anytime. All right, let's
Shout.
jump into some Sunday Arvo
Here
footy.
we go. 2 p.m.
Fantastic game, 2 p.m. Where's that at? GIO?
Cool.
Oh, Core?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the Raiders. That's South
No,
Sydney.
yeah, South, yeah. Sorry, dude, yeah.
No, that's right.
Yeah, Core Stadium.
Rabbitohs against the Wars. Going to be a great game there. Let's start off with Harry. Harry, who you got in this one?
Got the Wars to bounce back. Up the Wars. Wars by 8. In terms of try scorers, Roger is too fast for the Shrek. And I'm gonna go Dallin. I'm feeling Dallin's gonna score this
You've
week.
said that 3 weeks now. He hasn't got one yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying
He's
it
been
until he
back.
scores. So yeah,
Love it.
both the wingers.
Yeah, beautiful. Dongle.
Good call. Go to the Wires as well. I think it'll be a relatively tight one too. Yeah, South's paying $2 here, so and the Warriors paying $1.84. So yeah, like kind of split down the middle there. A lot of the bookies. So that's always good to see. I do like the Warriors though. I'm going to go the Wars. Fisher Harris is back as well. He's back from
Yeah, it's
suspension,
big.
which is huge for them. In terms of a try scorer, I do like my man Luke Metcalf. I reckon he's going to go to
Yeah, beautiful.
Yep.
Been in good try
Due for
scoring
a-
form at the
Yep.
moment. Now, Luke, you'd be a bit torn in this game. Of course, South Sydney, you know, you got a soft spot for them, especially after what they did to your Tigers. And of course, your fiance supports them as well. So in saying that, why are the Warriors going to win?
Well, look, if Latrell doesn't back up, I think the Warriors will get it done.
Yep.
If Latrell comes back and he's back in the Rabbit squad, I actually think the Rabbits will win.
Wow.
So I have tipped the Rabbits on the basis that Latrell does back up. So we'll just wait and see. And I've got it in a tight one as well. Got the Rabbits by 4.
Very nice.
But I will tell you a little funny one for you, Harry. Just a little funny one. Shani was sitting around the place the other week, and we're watching the Warriors game, and Dad and I were talking about Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Shani goes, "Oh, which one's that?" And Dad goes, almost immediately, he goes, "Oh, he's the bloke who looks like Brian May." Do you know who Brian May is? He's the bloke
Yeah, from Queen, the drummer.
with his hair. With his hair. And Shani looks at him and goes,
Fuck it.
"Oh yeah."
The guitarist.
He's really good on vocals.
One
eh?
of them.
Yeah.
He was the guitarist.
Freddie
mate.
Mercury on the drums is great.
yeah.
But yeah,
He's
so
great in
now,
that bit.
now she calls him the Brian May of the Warriors.
Was he the gay one?
That was a good story. I'm backing the Warriors in this. I think they get it done. I'm going Warriors by 4. I think, as Luke said, if Latrell does back up, I think Souths will be up for this game. But I'm going to back the Wires, especially with Barnett back and Fisher Harris back as well. I'm assuming Barnett will back up. I really like what I've seen from Aaron Clark lately. I'm going to back Clark in for a try for the Wires. That's all I'm going to go because I'm not confident on anyone else. So Wires by 4 for me. Jumping into our next Sunday game. Oh, this one's an absolute beauty. Combank Stadium, 4:05 p.m. The Penrith Panthers against the Parramatta Eels. Almost Spoon Bowl 2.0. Going to be fantastic. Luke, let's start off with you, mate. Who have you got in Spoon Bowl 2.0?
I got Penrith to bounce back if their squad returns.
Surely
no,
they do.
got to, like-
They got to. They're coming last. They don't have the luxury of resting players, I think, at this stage.
Yeah, so I've got the Penrith, and I'll have Penrith to bounce back big by 2 points.
Hang on.
Statement.
Yeah.
Look, winning by 2 points gets them the 2 points.
It does, exactly. You're
And
right.
that's big for them. So
Very, very much.
at
That
the
was
moment.
Dominic Toretto, wasn't it? An inch or a mile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Win by an inch,
Shut
win
up.
by a mile, still win. Anyway, yep, I got Penrith. In terms of try scorers, we're going to go with Dylan Edwards, but also Isaac Tago. I reckon he's due for a try.
Yeah.
And if he plays again, if he gets in the lineup, Liam Hassett. I like him.
You mean Harry Hassett?
Harry Hassett.
And
Liam Henry's on suspension.
Yeah,
and that's what I was thinking of.
Let's just hope that fucking Tago doesn't play second row again.
Tungle. You'll say his name right.
Sorry,
Tungle.
Tungle. Doesn't play fucking
He's
second row
Samoan.
again.
I know, that was weird that he came up against Dylan Lucas and he scored 3 tries, so hopefully he's
Yeah.
not there. Yeah. Dongle, we'll go you next. Who you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Battle of the West, Combank Stadium. So home game for Penrith, apparently.
Yeah.
That's always weird to see that. It's a bit like Magic Round for the Broncos, yeah. So it's a bit like that. I'm going to go, they've been done dirty here, haven't they? Para 229. I'm going to go Parramatta here. I think it's like, he's looking at me, isn't he?
He's
Is he looking
staring
at
at
me?
you. He's looking at you.
Love you, mate. Yeah, I think Parramatta. I'm going to take some form in here. It is do or die, though, for Penrith, so I think they're going to be dangerous. But, yeah, I'm all about Parramatta at the moment. I think they're going to do well. Lomax, I reckon, too, is going to score a double.
Yep.
That's my hot take there.
Beautiful, Harry. Who you got?
I've got Penrith in a close one. I'm not going to say win big and then say by 2. So I got Penrith in a close one by 2.
It's massive.
In terms of try scorers, Blaze Tulagi
Ooh.
to score against his former club. Addo Carr to score as well. And
Jack Williams.
He scored last week. He's looking
Fuck
good.
it, yeah, I'll go
He's
Jack-
looking
I
really
think
good at
TBC,
these.
yeah? Like first half try.
Yeah, good.
No, I'll go
Good.
2 from each
That's where I
side.
want
So I'll go Addo Carr and Williams from Para, Tulagi and Alamotti. Again, I've been saying Alamotti the last 3 weeks
You
and he
have.
hasn't scored.
Yeah, you're getting there, mate. It's fine.
I'm just going to keep saying their names until they score.
Beautiful. I'm back in Parramatta, sorry. I'm having a stroke. I'm
Starts with P.
I'm back in Parramatta in this
DJ,
game
respin that
with the with the Combank curse real for Penrith. I think Parramatta get this done. Mitch Moses and Lomax to back up surely. Penrith boys to back up surely. But I'm going to go Moses and Lomax to score a try, and also I'm going to go Nathan Cleary to score for Penrith. But Parramatta by 2 for me. Let's jump into the final game of the round. Sydney Roosters against the Canberra Raiders. Allianz Stadium, 6:15. Going to be a fantastic game here. By Sunday afternoon at 6:15, all the players are surely backing up. No worries there. So Hudson Young for Canberra and then the 5 boys for the Roosters. We'll start off with you, Dongle. Who you got? You're wearing the Roosters robe, so
Yep.
you go first.
I think it is because I'm wearing the robe. I said fuck the Roosters before, but yeah, let's get on them.
Wow.
Sydney Roosters.
This
Or
is big.
Roosters
That's
to-
it. We've
yeah.
lost.
I know. Go the Raiders. No, I reckon Sydney. I reckon Sydney Roosters will get up here. Yeah, Canberra Dangerous game though. It'll be a dangerous
for
game,
sure.
but they just played a massive game though against New Zealand. Granted, it would have been 7 days in between, but
Who's favourite?
Canberra paying $1.83.
Good, well, we're gonna win then.
Sydney $2 and
Whenever we're underdogs, we win.
cent. So yeah, tight game, but yeah, I do like the Roosters to get over here just because it is at Allianz. I think if it was at GIO, I'd be going the other way around.
Very nice, Harry.
Well, like Dongle said before, fuck the Roosters. So I am going Raiders. Raiders in a close one, though. I don't think it's going to be a thrashing. You guys will put up a good fight, and
Yeah.
I think Raiders will just edge it out. I've got Raiders by 4. In terms of try scorers, I reckon Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy gets over. Nwakani Tawaze gets over.
Yes.
And Jamal Fogarty.
Oh, he
get
scored
over
one
as
last
well.
week too. Had
Yep.
a bit of toe on him too, bit of speed.
Yep. So, yeah, I reckon those 3.
Yeah, very nice. Luke.
Fuck the Roosters.
Raiders.
Unfortunately, I'm back in the Roosters this week.
Oh, damn.
So the Raiders.
He got 0 last
Raiders
week.
Yeah,
What do you
I'm back in the Roosters this week. Even though they got the job done last week, I thought Canberra were very disappointing. And yeah, with 5 returning stars to the Raiders 1, I think it'll be an all right game for the Roosters. So yeah, I'll back the Roosters this week, unfortunately.
Love to hear it, mate. Of course, Roosters for me. Now, you always laugh at me, Harry, when I say 13 plus, but last week it was right. I'm going Roosters 13 plus in this game. I think they get it done. With the Origin contingent back, I'm going Watson for a try. I'm going Mark Nwangani Tawaze for a
wrong.
double. I know. I'm so sorry, Marky Mark.
Telling me.
Mark Nwangani Tawaze for a double. Dom Young will get pushed back out, so I'll go Rob Toya for a try as well. If I have to back a Canberra Raider to score, it'll be Hudson Young.
I was going to say the Hall, surely.
Yeah, maybe Horse. I don't know.
Hawk.
He's coming up against Spencer. That could be pretty fiery.
That's gonna be-
gonna
yeah.
be very fiery.
I'd love to see that.
But I'll back Hudson Young in to score a try for Canberra.
Yep.
Roosters by plenty. I'll say Roosters by 16 in this game. And that is it for round 13.
If you say it every week, you're going to get it right eventually.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say this, I have just submitted my tips for this round, so I'm not doing the accidental bullshit again. So
Love it.
if I get anything wrong, that's purely based on me being a dickhead. So
Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. All right, let's jump into the next part. Of course, Lucky Ruckies, don't forget you can send us in your funniest rugby league story or something that you've seen, you've watched, could happen to you as well. And the best funny story, once you submit to us, either through our email at ruckyinfringementpod@gmail.com, or you can do it in our inbox on Instagram, Facebook as well. Send us your funniest story and you will win a Ruck Infringement bottle opener. Very, very good. Got one on my keys. Use it constantly. I know Luke uses his all the time as well. So check that out. That is Lucky Ruckies. All right, we're going to...
Bundy's a big fan of his bottle opener, eh? He's
Yes,
all
yes,
about it, which
yes,
is good.
Yep.
Shout out to you,
Beautiful.
Bundy Malat.
Yes, great. Of course, let's jump into talking points, boys. Now, this first one I want to throw to Luke. Lockie Galvin. Now,
Here we go.
here we go. It's a massive story. It's come out during the week. Of course, Parramatta were the hot favourites. Everyone thought Galvin's going to Parramatta, Dylan Brown's going to Newcastle. There's a spot there at number 6. Phil Gould said we're not interested in Lockie Galvin. The nose kept growing. Pinocchio's nose was getting longer and longer.
Yeah,
Next
1
minute.
hour later.
Yeah. And now it's not confirmed, but it's all but confirmed that Lockie Galvin is joining 3.5-year deal effective immediately at the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Luke, as a Tigers fan, how do you feel?
You know what? It just goes to show the integrity of players, eh?
Yeah.
I was saying it the other day. An NRL contract means jack shit these days. I would love to see nothing more than if you sign a contract, you don't see it out, you don't play until your contract's over.
Yeah, nice.
But it all falls back on the comments that he made about not learning his potential from the greatest 5'8" of the game, or one of the greatest 5'8s of the game. And he's going to the Dogs. Part of me wants to see him, do well and bounce off. And the other part of me wants to see the Dogs not make the grand final this year, and then everyone goes, "Oh well, good job, you'd picked the right team."
I just don't know where he fits. Oh, they're
going to kick Sexton out.
Well, the news, the mail
yeah,
I had,
yeah.
and I posted it to you guys, but the mail I had was that they want to move Burton to fullback, play Galvin at 6 and Sexton at 7, which I don't think it works, Burton to fullback.
Where are you going to put Connor Tracy?
Exactly.
That's
Well,
it, yeah.
I think maybe
That's
a
it,
14.
Yeah. Did the ask, yeah, wasn't there?
Burton's not a fullback.
No,
He's not a fullback
I
at
agree.
all.
You play centre.
Yeah, chuck
but-
him either centre, but then you push out Sherry or
Yeah.
Critter. Like, you're not going to push out those
Exactly.
two.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
he has to stay in the halves if he wants to.
It's crazy. So where does Sexton end up, we reckon?
Wasn't there something on, like I read like an article today, I know it's all just rubbish and bullshit in here, say like for now, but yeah, he's looking to move on. Like he doesn't feel like his position there might be safe, so he's looking to move on now.
That's fair.
So
I mean,
that
you know,
is fair, I
when,
guess. but
when you're looking at the pecking order, if you know a player who they've touted as a generational player is coming to your club, you know, you're going to be threatened.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But who do you so when the deal gets done and they keep Birdo and Galvin in the halves, who takes 6? Who
Exactly.
takes 7?
I agree because Birdo's not a 7 to me either.
Yeah, and
I think
Galvin's not a 7.
He's definitely not a 7. Yeah, it's well, obviously I think they moved Burton to 7. I think that's the logical out of the two. That's the logical option, but he's not a half.
Yeah, and what's
So-
what's the doggy's salary cap looking like too? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Call them the Roosters. Jeez, terrible.
Yeah, so,
Came in robes.
yeah. Jesus.
Brown paper bags, mate.
I don't know how the Bulldogs are gonna look, but yeah, he's gone. He's looking like he's gonna play.
Yeah,
Not this week, obviously, because the
2
Dogs have
weeks,
a bye.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Para game, I think it is.
Dogs v Para. It looks like he's gonna be wearing a doggy uniform, but
isn't that hectic? Because he was going to
Tiny.
go to Para as well.
yeah, but
Just scripted
he's
so
taking a $3.5 million pay cut
Yeah,
to go there. Originally, it was not about the money, then it was about the money, and now he's taking $3.5 million pay cut. So
it's got to be to win a comp. I mean, as
But
much as
how
much as
ironic
I,
would it be if the Dogs drop out?
Oh, yeah,
if they make the
100%,
grand final and
100%.
lose, or they drop out of the 8, how ironic is that going to be?
A lot of the
I reckon
commentators
that's God's
on all the footy shows have been saying like this is going to disrupt the Dogs more than anything.
Mm.
Their season's they're going so good at the moment, and then you're going to bring in a player like this who we know has a history of maybe not playing well with a team because we saw what he did at the Tigers, complained about bullying. I think he's very soft. You know, I'm not trying to. That's not me having a go at Galvin, but he seems just very soft. He seems like he can't handle a lot of criticism. And I think that's the big thing. He couldn't handle criticism from Benji. How's he going to handle criticism from Serraldo? You know, like it's going to be the same thing. If he can't handle criticism from a coach, he shouldn't be playing rugby league.
No, that's it.
Exactly
And then moving him in there as well is just the age old story, man. Like if it ain't broke, just don't. fucking
And that's
fix it.
exactly.
Like,
That's
they're
where the
playing
Dogs
so
are at.
good without
Yep.
him. Like I don't see why they need him. Like I get the whole like looking into the future thing,
Yep.
but if they're looking to like sort of stay consistent and build on what they've got now, like they need to stick with the team that they got now.
And we could
It's
be wrong.
working.
We could be wrong. Like,
Yeah.
Nothing's confirmed yet. Nothing's confirmed until it's out of Galvin's mouth. We don't know. But that's the mail at the moment. Chamis is a
Where
pretty
they
good
smoke.
source.
Yeah.
Chamis usually is pretty on the money. We'll jump into our next talking point. Now, our next talking point here, I've got Brian Toto. Now, I don't know if you heard about this.
I
but
fucking have heard this.
Last year, he drank 600 cans of Coke.
Yep.
That's wild.
He
And
loves,
look at him.
He loves Coke Zero that much.
Yeah. Coke or Coke Zero?
Coke Zero.
Oh. I was going to say, because all the sugar in Coke, man, you're drinking 600 cans.
That's-
No,
I'm pretty sure there was a photo in
not
like,
out of car, mate.
I think there was a photo in like, the Daily Telegraph or some shit where Coke themselves have sent out 24 cases of it,
Yeah, wow.
and they're all Coke Zero. So he,
I mean, I don't blame him. I love Coke Zero as well.
yeah, like, but
I'm not as fit as Toto, though.
yeah, but the thing is, he got them in October and polished them off by November.
I know.
So 600 cans in fucking 28 days, 29 days, or however many.
Do you think it
days.
helps his performance?
I reckon it does.
Does. Needs to start drinking Coke again.
Well,
Hopefully he has some this week before Origin.
well, think about it. His game day meal.
Yeah.
2 brekkie burgers, a bowl of chips, 6 cans of Coke Zero, a caramel latte with 2 sugars.
How do you eat that much and look like that? He must be such a good trainer.
I think it's also the Islander genes.
Yeah,
too.
true.
Like, they have fantastic genes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like Mark Nwanganaitawaza, he's Fijian.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can literally eat whatever you want and still look like in great shape. It's just all about being consistent with your training, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. But no, I thought that was a really...
Yeah, but like, it's not like he's like an average. I'm gonna mic. It's not like he's an average kind of winger either. Yeah, like he's like a state of origin level winger. Averages 250 meters a game. Like it's not like he's unfit and he's like just getting by or
Yeah,
just
exactly.
scraping by in a shit team. Like,
Exactly.
He's fucking built.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's enormous.
No, I thought it was a pretty cool talking point, but we'll move on. I thought that was something that was quite funny. And our next one, of course, Catalans have dropped their coach, Steve McNamara. Now, he was the assistant coach at the Roosters for a little bit, and they've identified Trent Robinson as the coach they want to lead Catalans. He obviously was there before he joined the Chooks in 2013. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Robbo's job's safe. I don't think it's in jeopardy at all. I think with what he's done since he's been there since 2013, 3 comps, 4 minor premierships, I think he's safe there. I don't think he's going to go to Catalans anytime soon.
No.
And our last,
how are Catalans going? Like, I don't really.
I don't think they're doing too well, and that's why they want him back. They just sacked Steve McNamara, who is, by all reports, not a bad coach. So, very interesting there. And of course, that was it for talking points. Now, I have a Oh, you have a talking point for us?
Reed Marnie granted permission to leave the club.
Yes, I did see that
there we go.
today.
Bye
Now,
bye. That Marnie is out of the kennel.
do you think they're just
Burton tonight.
over? Do you think they're just over his? Do you think they're just over like his the niggling and all the
It could be. I think Galvin's going to go play 9.
Burton to 9? Yeah, Sexton.
Bailey Hayward moves to 9.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
No, Bailey Howard's being shipped over to Catalans with Trent Robinson.
Yeah, with Robbo. McNamara's coming over here.
McNamara to play 9.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it, with Marnie? Because, Para let him go, and then everyone went, oh, why would you do that? Now the Dogs are letting him go, and it's like, what's going on?
It's just his attitude. Like,
It's
he's
gotta
such
be an
a good
attitude
player,
thing.
But then,
Yeah.
like, he just has these brain snaps and
Exactly.
yeah, it's
That's what it's got to be.
hides
Like,
behind the no punch rule. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
For such a
mind.
small guy, he's
Yeah.
got small man syndrome.
Late mail, Roosters signed him.
Again.
Nah, they got Robson, mate, next year. They won't need money. All right, so some signing news now. I
Bring
saw
Barney to the
you had it up.
Roosters.
I saw you had it up before, and I already knew about it. Sandon Smith now confirmed next year. Well, not confirmed at this stage, but it looks likely next year that he won't be at the Chooks. He might be heading to the Cowboys. Is the likely destination at the moment. Now, I heard about this last week, and apparently he turned down an offer from the Roosters before the Cherry Evans thing happened. So a lot of people thought it was about pecking order. They thought Cherry Evans is coming over. Sandon actually turned it down before that. The Roosters offered him $700,000 for a kid who's in his first full year of NRL. That's huge. Like, he's played before, but this is his first proper year at 5'8". That's a lot of money, $700,000, and he turned it down to go to the Cowboys. So
Galvin and 1.1, just saying.
yeah. But Galvin's more proven than Sandon is at the moment.
Yeah, but it just goes to show these kids who think they're
That's right.
the top.
That's right. And like we know how ruthless the Roosters are. We know if they want to play it, they'll go for him. If they don't want to play it, they'll get rid of him. But but with Sandon, like he's been the Chad New South Wales Cup's best.
goat.
Maybe we get him for Origin if Cleary doesn't do any well. But yeah, Sandon to Cowboys is the likely destination at the moment. What they're saying is it could be to the Cowboys for one season, and then looks like he might go to the Bears in 27. So be interesting if that does happen. I think he's been really good this year. I really do. He's a Central Coast boy, so my homeland, of course. He's done really well coming into this team. But I think they prioritise Savala over him because of how good he's been. His kicking game, Savala, has been next level. So I think that's the priority. They know they can't keep both, and they'd rather keep Savala. So I think that's where they're going.
And it's not a knock to Sandon Smith.
No,
either.
of course.
Like, he's a great player,
Of course.
especially for his age.
Yeah,
But yeah, like you said, it could just be a pecking order.
there could be. If you got the opportunity to sign Cherry Evans, even if it's for a year, you're doing it. Like, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter what club it was. I know everyone says he's washed up, he's old, but if the Tigers signed Cherry Evans, imagine if you had Cherry Evans and Luai. You're probably going to win a comp. It's pretty good.
He's one of the most tenured halves in the game anyway.
Exactly.
So even like all of his experience that he has.
He's very experienced. And
his knowledge too. Like
this year's been very quiet for him. But before this year, he has, even last year, he was carving.
Yeah, last year was
intercept
electric,
tries, playing for Queensland.
He's up there for Dally M.
Yeah, still dominating. So
Yeah, Sandon Smith though, yeah, she should be like definitely playing half for any first grade team. Yeah, so it would be sad to see him just sitting in the ranks there in New South Wales Cup.
It's
but
interesting,
poor
though.
Jay Clifford though, at the Cowboys, he's playing great this year too. Like you got to feel for him as well, yeah. But
what they've said is Tom Duffy is not going to be at the club next year. So we saw him play a couple of games before Clifford came back, and now obviously Purju is in the 6 anyway. But yeah, they're moving on Tom Duffy, which I think opens up a bit of cash. I mean, he's pretty cheap anyway because he's a young guy. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know how a halves combo of Sandon and Dearden goes. I guess it'd be all right. You know, I guess he can learn a lot off Dearden as well, and that's probably what he's thinking. Obviously, when Semi Walker's back at the Chooks, he's probably back to 14, Sandon. So I think that's his big thing about next year. But yeah, that's the signing rumor I had. Wasn't really much more there at all. Obviously, as I said, the Ponga mail keeps growing every week. I'm hearing that Ponga is closer to leaving, and like it's a matter of like end of season leaving. Like the start of 2026, we could see Ponga in different colours.
You know, you'd stop hearing that if you stopped talking to your mirror.
We will get Ponga.
He wakes up in the morning. We're gonna get Ponga. We're gonna get Ponga.
Manifesting.
DC, Ponga, Robson,
Manifesting it.
He's like
Luai.
he's like saying
Pappenhausen.
he's like saying
Galvin.
he's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Ponga.
Panthers last. It works.
Nick Pilatus and the sombrero. Nick Pilatus and the sombrero.
We have juniors. All right, jumping into our next part of the segment. You like that?
No. Don't get you in jail.
Oh, we have to. No, the club.
I'm gonna say it again. You need to watch your words carefully, bro.
Cancelled.
Only because you guys mentioned it.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you our sponsors.
Ever worn sunnies but realised you have to take them off on the job site to change into something more safer? Well, now with Stay Fancy Eyewear, you can get some awesome safety glasses that look good and protect you from the harsh rays of the sun. With a variety of styles to choose from, Stay Fancy has all your eyewear needs sorted. Use the code RUCK10 for 10% off today. Stay Fancy Eyewear, protecting you from the nasties on the job site and looking good while doing it.
Thank you once again to our sponsors.
All right, let's jump into our favourite segment, Joey's Jumble. Now, we're going to do Origin theme this week. Not this year, but Origin theme this week, heading into a State of Origin. Harry, you're still in the lead just by half a point at the moment.
It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, mate. You win.
Listen to him. Luke is now second.
It's all about family.
After last week. Ryan, you got 0 last week, so
I know,
you've
I
moved
couldn't
into
get a fucking
third.
word.
Dominic Toretto or E94?
All right, we are going to test our buzzers. Ryan, you test your buzzer.
Ryan.
Oh, mate, you're a pro. Harry,
Ryan.
Harry.
Luke.
Lukey!
Wow, that is perfect. That's how they have to be said.
Yep.
All right, first question. Are you ready? It could be New South Wales or Queensland as well. Both teams
Right.
are eligible.
New
I
South
don't know
Wales.
any Queensland ones.
Oh, well.
I don't pay attention to them.
Oh, too bad.
Billy Slater.
Jonathan Thurston.
He's won.
Greg
Yeah.
Inglis.
Yeah, you've all done it. That's it. It's over.
He's New South Welsh, wasn't it?
So was Tino,
Yeah,
apparently.
but the question was, who played for Queensland that wasn't a Queenslander? I got it right.
1 to 17.
Tino. All right. For Queensland,
For fuck's sake.
who was named at number 8? Luke.
Was it number 8? Was it? No, Lindsay Collins was 10. Was it Patrick Harrigan?
I said it right.
Harry.
Mo Fodawaker.
Mo Fodawaker is
I
correct.
was trying to think, what's his name? Mo?
Well, what's his name?
Yeah.
Pat Carrigan.
Paddy Carrigan's a 13.
All right, the next one. For New South Wales, who was named at number 16?
Right.
Luke.
Spencer
Ryan
Lenier?
Spencer. No.
Harry.
Harry.
Mitch
Oh, Ryan was next. Come on.
Yeah, you go,
I
Ryan.
said Spencer, so yeah, it's on you. mate.
Mitch Barnett.
No, he's 8. You
He's starting.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Right.
Next, yes, Ryan. You got one more? You know?
That's not fair. Yeah.
Looky.
I was going to guess
Luke.
Max King.
Hudson Young.
Yes, well done, well done. Maxie King was 17. Hudson
But you
Young.
said next question.
Spencer 15. All right.
I got a point.
Last question. So at the moment, we're 1 to Harry, 1 to Luke, none to Tongle again.
Vietnam
Here we go.
flashbacks of last week.
Let's see if you can get a point here. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Fuck the Roosters. Fuck the Knights.
When was the last year that a whitewash happened in
Right.
the State of Origin?
Right. No. I got to remember what he said before.
Well, if we're going off what Joey said earlier,
Yeah.
and I believe the quote he used, I believe it was 2002?
I believe it was. Or, what did I say? 2002 or?
03?
2003.
Nah. Harry.
You said 2002 earlier.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I said 2, but you get it right.
I don't know. Fuck, I can't
I said
remember.
2002 or 2000. I'm not sure which one it was. No, he already got it. He got it.
You didn't get Antarctica.
He got it. Nah, Luke wins. Luke wins 2, Harry 1, Dongle 0 points again. Now, viewer questions. There were none this week, so make sure you get them in next time the post drops. We do appreciate it. But that is all we have time for on the Ruck Infringement podcast. That's it for this week. Another massive episode. Make sure you tune in wherever you get your podcast from. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Of course, you can follow us on YouTube as well. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.
Luke is wrong. I was
wasn't
right.
Joey's answer though.
Yeah. He went off my answer.
No. According to Google,
2000?
AI overview, 2000.
What I just said. I said it was
no one
either
uses
2000
Google.
or
You said 2002.
2002.
You said
No one
2000.
uses Google. He's
Yeah.
asked Jeeves.
You said
He got it.
2002.
He got it.
This is some bullshit.
I mentioned both in there. I said I wasn't sure which one it was. Anyway, you'll still be. I think you're just winning by still half a point. I have to have a look. I have to have a look in the score. But no, thank you for tuning in. We want to
Who are
thank.
you up to?
I don't know. I've got to remember
Facebook,
now.
Instagram, TikTok, X?
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.
MySpace?
You can follow us there. No, not on MySpace
Add me
anymore.
on LinkedIn.
Fuck the Roosters.
MSN. Don't forget, you can also go over to YouTube, check out the Ruck Report, which dropped on Sunday night. Our shorts are there as well, so check them out too. They're going really well. We'd like to thank our sponsors in Gibson's Country Style Jerky, at Print, Koala Mowers, League Lids, and Sports Heads for their contribution to this podcast. We thank you very much. To my co-hosts tonight, the Statsman, the international cricket sensation, the Dongle, and of course, me, the Prophet. We thank you for tuning in, and to you, the listener, you are what makes this podcast what it is. Until next time, that's Luke, that's Harry, that's Ryan, I'm Joey. Be good.
Bye.
When bust. It's the Rock Infringement Podcast, episode 111. So tune into the pod for banter, jumbles, and views on the Rock Infringement Podcast. Go, you mighty blue.